Welcome back to High Stakes, where we help you elevate your betting strategy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our daily content. Looking for exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join us on Patreon. Links are available in the comments section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. Here are the best team, total and game prop picks for New Orleans Pelicans versus Chicago Bulls. First, CJ McCollum over points. Oh, look at CJ McCollum, the shining star of the Pelicans offense. He's averaging a whole 22.4 points per game, which makes him the undeniable leader of a team that can't score to save its life. So, of course, they'll have to drop some serious numbers tonight, or else the Pelicans' scoring problems will only worsen. Good luck, CJ. We're all counting on you. Second, Zach LaVine over points. If you want someone who actually knows how to put the ball in the basket, here's Zach LaVine. With 24.0 points per game and a defense as inviting as a doormat, LaVine will surely have an easy time hitting his numbers. It's almost like the Pelicans are asking him to score. Go ahead, Zach, take the night off. Third, Bulls to cover the spread. Oh, you didn't think the Pelicans were going to cover, did you? This isn't some fairy tale where New Orleans suddenly figures out defense or offense. The Bulls, with their top-tier scoring and, actual competent play, are absolutely going to cover the spread. Honestly, betting against them here would be an act of faith, not logic. Fourth, total points over. So, the Bulls are scoring like it's a party every night, and the Pelicans? Well, they've been giving up points like they're trying to break records. This one's a no-brainer. If the game doesn't hit the over, someone's doing something terribly wrong, and we're not betting on the Pelicans to stop it. Fifth, fast break points over. Why? Because both teams can't seem to stop running, especially the Bulls, who are ranked third in fast break points per game. The Pelicans will try to match pace, but it'll probably look like a high-speed chase, with the Bulls leaving them in the dust. Fast break points galore. Fasten your seatbelts. Sixth, Bulls over total points. 126 points in their last 4 games, you say? Oh, sure, they'll hit that and more. The Pelicans' defense is practically inviting the Bulls to score. They could easily double their total just by scoring in transition and taking the night off defensively. Don't be surprised when Chicago blows their own point total out of the water. Seventh, Bulls to win by double digits. If the Bulls don't win by double digits, someone call a press conference. The Pelicans are having a rough year, and betting on them to keep this one close? That's a bold move, but unfortunately, not a smart one. Expect the Bulls to walk away with a comfortable win while everyone else takes notes. Eighth, CJ McCollum over assists. 3.9 assists per game. Sure, it's not earth-shattering, but guess who's the guy running the show for New Orleans? That's right, CJ. So unless the rest of the team suddenly becomes good at scoring without help, McCollum will be racking up assists like it's a charity event. Here are my team, total, and game prop picks for Sacramento Kings versus Milwaukee Bucks. First, Giannis Antetokounmpo over points. Yes, Giannis, the guy who doesn't need help putting up points. He just steps on the court, and the bucket practically fills itself. With a 31.4 points per game average, even a probable injury won't stop him. It's like betting on the sun rising, except this time, it's probably going to be a 35 to 40 point explosion because, the Bucks have no one else. Bet the over, and thank me later. Second, De'Aaron Fox over points. Oh sure, he missed some games, but that's clearly not a problem when you're on a 7-game win streak. Fox has been the leader of this Kings revolution, so of course he's going to continue racking up points. The Bucks are busy watching Giannis play hero ball, so Fox should have plenty of chances to drop buckets. You didn't think the Kings could keep winning without him going full throttle, did you? Third, Damian Lillard over points. Lillard's been going off like a man possessed lately. 24.8 points per game isn't even the highlight anymore. It's the fact that when he's on, it's like watching a highlight reel for 48 minutes. The Kings' defense can barely stop a toaster, so expect Dame to hit his mark with ease. You can practically lock this in and move on with your day. Fourth, Bucks to cover the spread. Oh, the spread isn't that big, but don't get too cute here. Yes, Sacramento's on fire, and yes, they're in a groove. Doesn't matter. The Bucks are still the Bucks, and as much as we want to give the Kings credit, their Cinderella run will hit a wall at some point. The wall is named Giannis. And let's face it, the Kings have historically been more punching bag than contender against Milwaukee. This one is going to sting for the Kings. Fifth, total points over 230.5. What do you get when you mix Giannis' 35 points, Lillard's long-range bombs, and Sacramento's almost annual commitment to playing at an absurd pace? A beautiful over. We've seen both teams routinely top 230 points in their recent games, and this one doesn't seem any different. So sit back, relax, and prepare for a borderline obscene number of points. You're welcome. 6th, Kings to win or cover plus 2.5. Oh, you thought the Kings were just going to roll over? Huh? Think again. Sure, they're on a nice streak, but I bet they're not planning on crumbling just because they're playing the Bucks. They'll lose by 1 or 2 points in a valiant effort. Or maybe they'll just keep the game close enough for you to cash in on that plus 2.5. Either way, they're going to make it interesting, but not in a fun way for Milwaukee fans. 7th, Giannis Antetokounmpo over rebounds. Here's an idea. How about we all bet on Giannis to do what Giannis does best? Snag rebounds like they owe him money? He's pulling down 11.9 rebounds per game. And the Kings? Well, they're just doing their best to stay out of the way. Giannis will probably have 15 rebounds by halftime, because why wouldn't he? 8th, Sacramento Kings over total points. So, the Kings have been scoring like it's a competition to see who can rack up the most points without breaking a sweat. The Bucks' defense is so porous it might as well be made of Swiss cheese, and Sacramento is loving every second of it. This is going to be like a pickup game where everyone's just dunking for fun. Over? You bet. 9th, Milwaukee Bucks over total points. Spoiler alert, the Bucks are going to score too. It's a game of numbers, and with Giannis and Lillard, you've got two guys who could easily drop 60 combined. The Kings' defense might as well be a suggestion, not a real thing. Expect the Bucks to put up 120-plus points, because apparently, scoring in the triple digits is the new normal. 10th, fast break points over. Both teams love to push the pace, which is adorable because it means there will be fast break points galore. The Kings rank high in fast break points, but don't sleep on the Bucks. They're quick enough to capitalize on anything the Kings leave open. It's going to be a track meet, and you might as well bet on the over because at this point, you're just watching points come and go. Here are my best team, total and game prop picks for Denver Nuggets versus Dallas Mavericks. First, Nikola Jokic over points. Surprise, surprise. The reigning MVP is bound to put up points like it's his job, which it is. Jokic has been Denver's offensive engine, and with Denver's high-scoring style, he's likely to put up 25 to 30 points. Even with a potential return from Irving, Dallas will have trouble containing Jokic, who can score, rebound, and assist without breaking a sweat. Bet on Jokic to hit his points total, unless you think he's taking a night off, which, let's be real, isn't happening. Second, Aaron Gordon over points. If you think Jokic is doing all the work in Denver's offense, you clearly haven't been paying attention to Gordon. With the Mavericks defense struggling to contain all of Denver's firepower, Gordon's going to have an opportunity to step up, especially with potential injuries in the Dallas lineup. With Gordon getting the ball in easy spots thanks to Jokic's playmaking, expect him to score efficiently. It's really just a matter of how much. Third, Kyrie Irving over points. If Irving does indeed make his return, you can bet he's going to want to remind everyone that he's a bucket getter. The Mavericks have struggled in recent games, but Irving's return could provide a much-needed offensive spark. Denver's defense isn't exactly locking anyone down, and Kyrie knows how to create his own shot. It's a safe bet to take the over on his points if he plays, especially with the potential for him to carry the load offensively. Fourth, Dallas Mavericks under total points. With or without Irving, Dallas is still up against a tough task in this one. Denver's high-powered offense has been outpacing nearly everyone, and even with Irving back, the Mavs are still without Luka Doncic. The Mavericks have been struggling to score consistently, so don't expect them to light up the scoreboard here. Take the under on Dallas total points for a more secure wager. Fifth, Denver Nuggets over total points. The Nuggets are a scoring machine, averaging over 120 points per game this season. Even with the return of Irving, Dallas won't be able to slow them down enough to keep them under 115, and Denver's potent offense has been rolling. Take the over on Denver's total points, especially if the game ends up being a one-sided affair as expected. Sixth, Denver Nuggets minus 4 points. With Denver coming off a win and being the better team overall, they should cover the spread here with ease. Dallas is too depleted without Luka Doncic, and even with Kyrie Irving's return, it's unlikely they can keep up with the Nuggets' scoring pace. Denver has been performing well, and this should be another solid win for them. Bet on the Nuggets to cover, and don't think twice. Seventh, total points under 231.5. While Denver's offense is high-scoring, their defense isn't terrible enough to let Dallas put up a crazy number of points, especially with their star players missing. Expect a similar outcome to Sunday's matchup, where the Nuggets win comfortably, and both teams fall short of 230 points. It's not going to be a shootout, and Denver's defense will step up enough to keep the game under the total. Eighth, Jamal Murray over assists. Murray's been steady as a playmaker for Denver, dishing out assists at a decent rate. With the Mavericks focusing on stopping Jokic and Gordon, expect Murray to find open teammates and rack up assists. It's the kind of game where Denver's ball movement will be key, so Murray's assist total should be a solid bet. Ninth, Dallas Mavericks total rebounds under. With Denver's strong presence on the boards, Dallas is going to struggle to keep up in this category. The Mavericks rank low in defensive rebounds, and with Jokic, Gordon, and company crashing the glass, they'll be lucky to keep up in this department. Expect the Mavericks to fall short of their rebounding total here. 10th, Nikola Jokic over rebounds. Jokic is a machine on the boards, and with Dallas rebounding woes, he should have a field day grabbing boards. The Mavericks are weak in the paint, and Jokic's ability to both score and rebound makes him a lock for a high rebounding total. With a big game expected from Denver's star, bet on Jokic to hit the over on rebounds easily. And that's a wrap on today's video, folks. I'm sure you're absolutely on the edge of your seat, eagerly awaiting the next thrilling installment of this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because clearly you don't want to miss any of our daily videos. I mean, who could live without them? And while you're at it, smash that notification bell, so you can be the first to know when we drop more gems like this. Oh, and if you're looking for some premium picks, because, let's be honest, who isn't? Join our Patreon. It's where the real magic happens. Premium picks, insider info, and possibly even some mildly entertaining banter. So, hit that link, and we'll see you on the inside. Until next time, enjoy the game, make those bets, and remember, you're welcome.